For Roman, when he was younger, the one thing that he felt that was going to change his life was an overseas education. To get an overseas education in Nepal is no small feat, okay, as an international student. And so what did Roman have to do? Roman had to first, he needed to learn English. He needed to be able to be proficient in academic English and to be at an extremely high level in regards to his English. Many students who don't have English available in their schools are learning English outside of their schools. He has to take this test called the SAT, which is this US centric test that is a very difficult test to navigate, even for Americans. He has to teach his teachers and his principal this thing called the recommendation, because in the United States, we require, as part of our admissions process, third party endorsement. Well, if you're a Nepali teacher and you're speaking in Nepali and you don't know English and you've never written a recommendation before, you can understand how difficult this would be as a task that a student has asked you to do. Okay, so students are often the ones in Nepal leading teachers and their principals through this process. It's not the other way around. He has to find resources. He's going to talk to other students, senior students who have gone through this process before, because it's not like he has a system where he can actually access like college counselors. Many of us on this call are college counselors, where he can access college counselors and say, what do I do? So he uses a really important resource in Nepal called Education USA. There are 470 Education USA offices around the world that they run through the State Department in the United States. But as you all know, this program is shrinking at this point in time. So this is what Roman does to be able to apply to the United States. What Roman doesn't know is that he is entering the admissions Hunger Games. To be able to apply to the United States and get a full scholarship, which is what he needed, less than 1% of the market in the United States, less than 1% of the 4,000 schools that are in the United States offer a full tuition, housing, room and board scholarship. And of those schools, of that 1%, you have a less than 1% chance of getting into those schools. It is a less than 1% admit rate. And so it is enormously difficult for a student to be able to go up against a 99% rejection rate and make it. Okay, but lo and behold, Roman does. And Roman gets a full ride at the University of Texas at Tyler. Many of you have heard about the University of Texas at Austin. You haven't heard of the University of Texas at Tyler, but this is what Roman has. Roman gets the University of Texas at Tyler, and he gets a full ride scholarship. And so he is overjoyed. He tells his family, he tells his village. His parents are really proud of him. He's the first person in his family to go overseas. He's super excited about this. And then in April, after the process is done, okay, so now we're in a point of time where the US process has finished. Okay, people are in the middle of their visas. Roman gets a letter that says he no longer has this scholarship. So Roman and everything that he has put into his future, it's now gone. And this ended up being a huge issue. Like, as you can see, this made national news because the University of Texas at Tyler made a budgeting error. And what they decided to do, instead of taking the scholarship away from 60 Americans who would have had access to legal services, was to take it away from 60 kids halfway around the world in Southeast Asia who had no money and resources or access to a legal situation to be able to rectify this. Roman did nothing wrong. And all of these students, it was not their fault. And Roman became what none of us want to become, which is he became the casualty of someone else's mistake.